swimsuit is old. I believe it's from Black Bow. This cover-up is from Bobby Rocco in San Diego. My hat is Monday Swim, and I got my Birkenstocks because mama needs to be comfy. And I don't know how to say this, but I've never been more comfortable in a swimsuit than I am when I'm pregnant. Like, look. Now it's time to read my new book, and I will be here for the foreseeable future.
She's in her happy girl era. She's taking care of herself, prioritizing her needs, working towards her dream. She's happy, and she's complete.
Older, and with each passing year, honestly with each passing week during my pregnancy, I'm realizing to slow down and value the important things in my life.
I am 29 weeks pregnant, and let me tell you, when it comes to pregnancy advice, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Trust me, I learned the hard way. So throughout my pregnancy, I have been sleeping like a baby. I got this pregnancy pillow almost immediately when I learned that I was pregnant, and I have been sleeping through the night. A few weeks ago, my friend was like, you should try this pregnancy pillow. Now that you're farther along, now that you're bigger, it's gonna be better. Just trust me. So what did I do? I bought a new pregnancy pillow. I put my original one in the closet, and I truly, for an entire week, I was like, why am I so tired? And it was because I was rolling around so much in the middle of the night that I was just waking up and I wasn't getting enough sleep. So a few days ago, I switched back to my original pregnancy pillow, and I'm sleeping like a baby all over again. The one that I got is originally from Sleepy Belly, but there are so many dupes out there, including this one from TikTok Shop that I have linked that is like a fraction of the cost, and in my opinion probably does the basically two smaller pillows with this attachment in the middle, and you lay in between it, and it forces you to stay in place. And this just goes to show every pregnancy is so different, everyone's experience is so different, so always take advice with a grain of salt, including mine. But for now, me and baby girl are sticking with our pillows. I'm not changing it, I'm not swapping it. This will be my pillow for the rest of my pregnancy.
I'm 30 weeks and 3 days pregnant, and this is my bodily update. I've been doing these weekly, but honestly, in the last 3 days, what the heck has happened? I know things change. Great. Stop. I know things change really quickly in your third trimester, but I had no idea. All of a sudden, I feel so tired. Not as tired as my first trimester, but the second trimester, like, burst of energy is no longer here, which has made nesting a lot harder. Each task feels like it's a lot harder. I will say also the last couple days I've noticed that baby girl is moving a ton and all the time. It kind of feels like she's trying to, like, you gotta stay in there for... I've been using a ton of belly oils and belly creams and stuff, so my skin is stretching, but it's not terribly uncomfortable yet, but it does feel tighter. Like the last day or so, this area feels real tight. But as a first-time mom, it's crazy. I did not realize how drastically days were going to shift. I mean, there have been changes day to day, but these last few days have felt like a big change. I'll keep you guys updated as the days go by and if any other drastic changes happen, but 30 weeks and 3 days down, which means 9 weeks and I guess 4 days, but you know, we'll see. We'll see when she decides that she wants to make her appearance into this world. I am 30 weeks pregnant, and here are some items on my baby registry, part 2. Before we get started, I always like to preface, I am a first-time mom. I am not a baby expert. My husband and I curated this list, did a lot of research based on what our lifestyle is going to look like and how we think our lifestyle is going to be with our baby girl. I feel very strongly about this. Put postpartum care items on your baby registry. We need them if the baby's coming out this way, and a lot of this stuff is really affordable and gives you a range of items that you can include on your baby registry. Some additional postpartum care, these Freedom Mom ice pack liner things. Everyone talks about them. I'm including them. I think I'm gonna need them. So in my opinion, it's better to have them on hand and just be prepared. I also included this humidifier from Canopy. We did a lot of research. I liked the one from Canopy. I've never used it before, but it seems to have really good ratings on it. I put this one on there as well as their portable one on there because we do plan on traveling with baby because neither of our parents live in California. I also included the Ultimate Baby Kit by Baby Frida. This has a lot of that first aid sticky baby stuff that you might need. I think it is missing the nail buffer, which I included on my registry separately. I included this activity mat for tummy time. There's all sorts of options that you can find. This is just an example. They're wipeable, they're washable, they're foldable, easy to move, whatever one you prefer, honestly. For crib mattresses, we chose the one from Naturepedic. This is a larger ticket item, so on my registry, I have it as a must-have item and a group gift so people can just contribute to the item. Sound machine, self-explanatory. I put the one on here from Hatch. My friend recommended this. My friend also said that you can find this at Marshall's Ross, like really cheap. So you can have it on your registry, but people can buy it from wherever and just bring it. So this is a really affordable item to include on your registry. Also a portable version. It doesn't have to be from Hatch. I think it could be from anywhere, but also another really affordable item to include on your registry. These wipes have been highly, highly recommended to me. They are, I believe they're available at Costco as well, but they are affordable, they work well, hypoallergenic, people say great things about them, so I included these on my registry as well. You can never have enough burp cloth, so I included a few different options. It's also, like I said, I like to have different price ranges on my registry so people don't feel obligated to buy something super expensive if it's not in their budget. This is an item that you definitely need and is really affordable. I included an array of diapering things as well. This is also something that is affordable. These little baby diaper cream spatulas, I feel like we're gonna need these in an excessive amount just between putting them in our diaper bag and our diaper caddy, keeping one in the actual baby's room, you know, it's good to have on hand. And lastly, some of these wet bags, there's so many options, so many styles, so many colors. I'm already prepping to have these in all of our vehicles, some downstairs, some upstairs. I think they're just good to have in case you need them. This is just another glimpse into my baby registry. It is not the full thing. I have about 60-ish items in all different price ranges on my registry to accommodate different people's budgets. But if you want to see more items, I did link everything for you guys in my little, thing. I also want to say what works for some people, it's not going to work for all people. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to what you need for your baby. And the baby might not like everything once the baby gets here. So it's all just trial and error. We're all just trying to figure it out together. So yeah, we're about 30 weeks down, almost 31. I'm 30 weeks and 5 days right now. So almost 31 weeks down, which means we're almost in single digit weeks. Crazy. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see, any other products that we've purchased. Like I said, not an expert, just first time mom, trying to figure it out like everyone else. She has doubled in size in the last week. I don't know if you've been following along, but she is growing. I thought before she was kicking. No, she was fluttering. Before they were nice, pleasant little movements. She's kicking, trying to escape actually. And before I felt most of the movement at night, now she's kicking all day long. She's kicking right now. Also, I thought they were swollen before. Also, no, they were not swollen before. They were starting to swell before. They are swollen little sausages now. I know this for a fact because my Birkenstocks no longer fit me. I am starting also to get more uncomfortable just doing everyday tasks. Standing has become harder. Walking has also become harder. I do find myself a little out of breath when I'm walking around, which is crazy because I just saw another pregnant person on TikTok at 30 weeks pregnant who ran. It currently feels like a full marathon just trying to get off this couch. Which just goes to show how different everybody's pregnancy is, how different everybody's body is, and never to compare yourself to others. So this week I'm currently craving ripe mangoes, and chocolate cake. Other than that, my food intake has been as normal. I do find sitting for long periods of time actually extremely uncomfortable now, so it's getting harder to sit at my desk, do my job, and just lounge. Sleeping is also harder by the day. From a mental health standpoint, I still feel really positive. This pregnancy feels like it's going by so fast. I cannot believe we are almost to the finish line. But in the same breath of air, I have so much nesting left to do that my brain is just constantly spinning on all the things that we need to accomplish before baby girl actually makes her appearance in this world. So tonight, the plan is to sit my pregnant little butt on this couch and make a checklist of all the things that we need to finish this week and next week and for our baby shower, which is in 2 weeks. So wish me luck, and I will be back very soon with another update. I am 32 weeks pregnant, and this is my weekly update. Well, actually, I'm 32 weeks and 6 days pregnant, but the last 24 hours, like, wild. So here are a few body changes that I've experienced for the first time during my pregnancy, all within the last day or so. Number 1, I peed myself. I don't know how else to say that. I sneezed, and yes, I didn't even realize like it was happening, but it happened. I've mentioned this previously where I said I felt like I was peeing, but no, this time was real. Like, I had to change my pants. Good thing I work from home. Another first for me is last night I woke up in the middle of the night sweating. I am not a warm sleeper. I have been warmer because of the pregnancy. It's summer, so it's getting hotter outside. But last night was the first time in my life that I woke up sweating. My husband was sound asleep, so I turned all the fans on full blast. I opened the window. It was like 2 in the morning, and when we woke up this morning, he was like, "Why is it so cold in here?" And another first for this week was fire crotch. You've heard the phrase. I know you have. I have too. It is what it sounds like. But I also did learn why it's happening as we're getting farther along. I think I mentioned during my last appointment, the doctor did say that baby is currently in position, so heads down. So like if this is your cervix and baby is here, when baby, it hits our nerves here and creates that fiery sensation. That kind of stung. I will also say for all my girlies that have had their belly buttons pierced, I took my belly ring out over a year ago, probably a few years now. My belly button does not hurt itself, but the piercing where it was previously pierced, I don't like the way it feels. So should have listened to my mom, should have never pierced my belly button. On the plus side, I am still very active. I've been trying to walk anywhere from like 2 to 3 miles a day. I'm still doing that like fairly easily. I'm slower. I start breathing a little heavier, but for the most part, it's still good. I did order one of these though to help support my belly if I'm walking longer distances, and it has helped so much. I'm also in full nesting mode, so that's been fun and exhausting, but mostly fun. It's it's all happening so fast. These last few weeks feel like they have flown by. Like, I cannot explain how fast time feels like it's going, and we're gonna meet our little girl any day. But for now, our baby shower is next week. Sam's parents are coming this weekend. Our wedding anniversary is Saturday, so we got a lot going on. So come back for my next weekly update as I'm heading into my 33rd week of being pregnant. I am 33 weeks and 1 day pregnant, and here is my weekly update. Is anyone else incredibly hot? Like, I feel like my internal temperature has raised to 150 degrees. Like, I have hot flashes. I don't like this. Baby girl's movements are also sharper. They feel intentional, and she is getting stronger. My app also told me that she is the size of a pineapple this week. Does anyone know how big a pineapple is? Like a pineapple. Things that are progressively getting harder: sitting, breathing, walking, existing. Fortunately, I'm still sleeping pretty well for now. Compression socks are still a necessity at this point to help my feet from the feeling of swelling and just overall discomfort. But I feel so hot that it's a double-edged sword. So I need to wear them. They make me sweat. If I don't wear them, my feet don't feel as comfortable. I don't know about anyone else, but I don't have any cravings. The only thing I crave is fruit. I'm still only wanting to eat fruit. I know I need to eat other things, but all I want is fruit. I also do feel like my hands have doubled in size over the last week or so. They feel a lot more tense than last week. Overall, just not comfortable. I also feel a little cranky this week. A little crankier than before. But that probably has to do with this human that I'm growing and my hormones just out of control. I could also really go for an Aperol Spritz right now, and I don't even like alcohol. That's the point of my pregnancy that I'm at. Not gonna lie, today's a little tough because today is so hot out, but we are 33 weeks and a day down, which means a little less than 7 weeks to go. And ready or not, this baby's coming. What symptoms are you guys going through this week? Let me know in the comments.
It's so hard. Can we skip to the good part?
It doesn't really work that way.
What do you mean? I did the thing with the hand.
Yeah, no, that's not actually real.
It's not?
You have to actually.
So I'm 34 weeks today. I only got a month left.
I am 34 weeks pregnant today. And this is my weekly update. So first things first, let's talk about these babies. Over the last week, I have developed a mild case of pregnancy carpal tunnel, which I did not know was a thing. I've been talking about my finger soreness. Then I went to the OB and she was like, yeah, sounds like you have mild pregnancy carpal tunnel. So she has suggested wearing these soft wrist braces when I can, when I'm not moving around. Also, I've been wearing them to sleep and they have helped so much. Other than that, my blood pressure, everything else at the doctor checked out. So still good, still healthy. Baby is right on track. I am also getting a prenatal massage today, which I cannot wait for because my back is killing me. Which makes sense, right? Like as we get more weight on the front side, it puts more load on our lower back. So we're just a little uncomfortable. Considering baby is the size of a butternut squash this week. So she's about 5-ish pounds. I have still been walking a ton. So I'm walking anywhere from about 2 to 3 miles a day. And I think that has really helped with my sleeping because my body is still getting tired. So I'm still sleeping fairly well. But my bathroom breaks have increased at night. I am now getting up to pee at 12, 3, and 6. I definitely am feeling a little more tired day to day, but then I get these like bursts of energy to do things and I feel like I'm Superwoman and then I crash immediately after. All things considered, mentally, I'm in a really good headspace even though we have a lot going on. Sam's parents are in town, our baby shower is on Saturday, and we're just doing a lot to get the house ready. But we have so many people helping us, so I feel really good about everything that's going on. This summer heat is also no joke. I have been so hot every single day. Our AC has been at 67 degrees every day. Every day. I felt really bad because my mother-in-law was over and she was like, why is it so cold in here? Meanwhile, she touched my hands and my face. She's like, wow, you are radiating heat. I was like, yes, that is why it's so cold in here. I have noticed a little bit of swelling in my feet, so I have still been wearing my compression socks every single day, and I've also been wearing my ice socks in the morning and at night, and it really does help. You look ridiculous, but it does the trick. Baby girl's kicks are also so strong these days. I feel like she's trying to escape. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna miss the kicking so much, but sometimes it kind of hurts. I thought at this point I would start having stretch marks, but I don't have any yet. I have been using belly oil religiously at night and in the morning, so I think that helps maybe. It's also my first baby, so who knows? Also, I know I said fire crotch in a previous video. I meant lightning crotch. Yeah, that's still happening. It's happening a little bit more frequently. I also experienced my first Braxton Hicks contraction a few days ago. It really kind of just stopped me in my tracks and then went away. So we are 6 weeks away, give or take, which is crazy because 6 weeks is not that long. We got a lot to do in 6 weeks. So I'm sending hugs, big hugs to all my summer moms. We got this. We can do this. We're almost there.
I was just thinking if we just get through this week, then it's only one more week until the next week. That we just have to get through that one and then another one after that.
What do you say we keep these good vibes going?
I'm finally 36 weeks pregnant, and this is my weekly update. I don't know about you guys, but this last week felt... Let's talk emotionally first. I have felt a lot more emotional this past week. Might be from the lack of sleep, but everything is making me cry. I will say though, we were dog sitting 2 days ago and the dog woke up a ton in the middle of the night, so I woke up a ton in the middle of the night. Last night our smoke detector started going off around like 1. Did not sleep at all last night. So today, your girl is tired. But aside from that, I am noticing that seeing babies makes me emotional. Seeing Lily's clothes, it makes me emotional. Nesting makes me a little emotional. Everything is making me a little emotional. My husband went to the grocery store the other day and he didn't know what fruit I was craving. So he brought home basically one of everything, and that made me emotional. From a physical standpoint, I'm still doing really well. Definitely bigger, but as you can see, I still don't really have any stretch marks, so that's a plus. I am using belly oil religiously, but I anticipate them coming because this line is starting to get a little darker than it was the last couple of weeks. Not that those things are correlated. Maybe they are, I don't know, but things I've noticed. Hands, still swollen, still hurt, still uncomfortable. These are starting to leak a little bit, but I don't think enough to the point where I can start doing the whole colostrum collecting. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, to be completely honest. It just, maybe, we'll see. Lower back hurts. Before it kind of hurt, now it hurts. So I have another prenatal massage on Saturday. I'm hoping that gets me right and makes me feel a whole lot better. So if you still have not started doing prenatal massages, do it. Please take my advice. If you don't listen to anything else I say during your pregnancy, treat yourself to prenatal massages. I have noticed my hair is a little oilier than it usually is. That might be because of the heat, because I'm hot, maybe I'm sweating more, but definitely a change. Speaking of heat, I'm hot all the time. Our house is currently set to 67 degrees. Mentally, I feel great. I feel so positive about my pregnancy journey. I feel really positive about the support that we have. I feel so excited to deliver this baby. A little scared, of course, but honestly, mostly excited. My husband Sam has also been chat GPTing so many things, so he's been asking me all of these questions on if the nurses ask him what my response would be, what I want to do. So it's really, really great to see that he is prepping the same way that I'm prepping, just in his own way. That makes my heart like melt. My mom is also coming, so I think that makes me really excited. She'll be here on August 1st, which is also her birthday. And really, I'm just nesting. I mean, the nursery is done. Our bedside bassinet has been set up. My postpartum cart is ready for me, and hospital bags. Oh, we're ready. We're as ready as we can be. So we got about 4 weeks left, maybe less, maybe more. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I am 36 weeks and 4 days pregnant, and here is my midweek update. If you're like me, you may have noticed that things are progressing rather quickly and changes are happening. This past weekend, my husband and I basically just stayed in, cleaned the house, did some meal prepping. So I was on my feet a little more than I expected to be, and let me tell you, my feet did not come up with these recipes, but if you want them, let me know. I also did a lot of breakfast prep because a lot of people do meal trains where their friends will drop off dinner, but a lot of my friends have told me that you are so delirious and tired in the morning, the last thing you want to do is make breakfast. So another high protein breakfast casserole of some sort. My mom is also coming, so she's gonna help me do a lot of Asian foods. So I prepped some American foods in case I wanted a little bit of both. I am starting to feel a lot more pressure kind of in this area, but nothing crazy yet and no uncomfortable or painful contractions. So I think she's still pretty snug up in here. No stretch marks quite yet, but I'm waiting for them to happen. I feel like maybe in the next week or so we'll start seeing some. I don't know if this bears repeating, but my hurt so bad. They have gone from sore to numb in the morning, and I cannot wait for this feeling to go away. Pregnant, and here is my weekly update. I cannot believe we've made it this far. We have made it to 37 weeks. I am officially full term, which means baby girl could come in the next 3 hours, 3 days, or 3 weeks. We're not really sure. So let's get to the updates because we have a lot of them from this past week. First off, we had our 36-week appointment just a few days ago. At this appointment, you do your little strep swab to see if you have strep. My doctor said about a third of women have it, so it's pretty common. But most people are not aware that they do a swab up your hoo-ha and your booty. It's not as bad as people make it sound, though. It's fast and over with. Baby girl is still measuring right around the 52nd percentile, so she's perfectly average size, measuring right around 6 pounds. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm still looking healthy. Everything's looking normal. Blood pressure is good. We're on the right track. I also got weighed this last week, so at this point, I weigh 155 pounds. So I've gained roughly 30 pounds throughout my pregnancy, give or take like a pound or two. And we are now at the point in pregnancy where we are going to see the doctor weekly. So physically, there have been some new developments this last week. The hands are the same. Numb, sore, uncomfortable, still. It is what it is. I have also noticed a slight pinching in my back, which is pretty common, nothing to be alarmed by, but it is not comfy. I've been stretching as much as possible just to try to work it out, and that seems to be helping, but it does bother me a little bit throughout the day. My belly has grown, gonna keep growing. I still don't have any stretch marks though, so waiting for those to come in any day now. My belly is so large to the point now where I can no longer see my feet. Also, it's getting progressively harder to wipe after I go to the bathroom just to like reach around everything. I got short arms. On the topic of peeing, I'm peeing all the time, but someone did tell me that if you lean forward while you pee, it helps empty the tank better and then you won't pee as many times throughout the day. And that has really been helping. Sleeping is getting progressively harder to find a comfortable position, but I'm still using the same pregnancy pillow that I've been using my entire pregnancy, and it really does help support my belly on the sides. So thank God for that, because I think it's the only reason why I'm getting any sleep at night. Also confirmed, baby is already head down, so I'm starting to feel a lot more pressure in my lower area. The movement down there is really crazy, much different than when there's movement up here. And lightning crotch is getting just progressively stronger by the day, especially if I'm sitting for long periods of time or if I'm in the car for more than like 15-20 minutes.
But emotionally, mentally, I feel so good. Sam has been so supportive. He packed his hospital bag last night. He looked through my hospital bag to know where I packed my things so he can help get them and know where to find them when it's go time. We did a bunch of meal prepping together, so he's gone through like how to cook everything once I give birth. And my mom's gonna be here in just 2 short weeks. Side note, we also finally got our dining room table, which is the last big piece of furniture that we were missing from our house. So I feel so much better about having that here before baby girl arrives. And now all we do is wait. We wait for, like I said, 3 hours, 3 days, or 3 weeks. Nobody really knows. But I'm leaning towards 3 weeks because she's still sitting pretty high and Doc hasn't said there have been any signs of her entering the world early. So thank you guys so much for going on this roller coaster of a journey with me. I cannot believe we're almost to the finish line, and soon pregnancy updates are gonna turn into postpartum updates. Wild. But we have a couple weeks left, so stay tuned for my next update.
Get up, Chucky! No, Tommy, I'm getting out of here. I want to be little again. I don't want to be a big people anymore.
Oh. Ah. That's it, I'm not going.
I'm still 37 weeks pregnant, and here's another weekly update. I'm actually 37 weeks and 5 days pregnant, but I've been keeping it really honest with you guys throughout my entire pregnancy, and this past week has by far been the most difficult for me. Over the weekend, I developed this pinching pain in my back, which is pretty common when baby starts pushing against your sciatic nerve, and it has only gotten worse in the last couple of days. I'm at the point in our pregnancy now, so we're going to the doctor weekly. So I went to the doctor yesterday and she recommended a few things in case anyone out there is having a similar problem. She recommended a lidocaine patch, a hot compress, stretching. If you have a small lacrosse ball, to push your body and the ball against the wall and try to massage it out. She did recommend a prenatal massage, which I have scheduled for Saturday. So we are doing a combination of everything just to try to make my back feel better, because it is limiting my ability to move, which overall is impacting my mental health. Positive side of that, it means that baby girl is starting to drop a little bit, which is why I'm feeling more pressure against the lower part of my back. And that means we are getting closer and closer to meeting her. So I honestly really feel for people that have back pain. I have never experienced back pain like this before in my life, and it really is debilitating. It restricts your movement. You feel like you can't move around as quickly. I'm honestly even a little hesitant to take steps because of the little jolt of pain you feel. So I find myself kind of just being really cautious doing everything. And not gonna lie, yesterday I sat on the couch and my back was still bothering me, and I just cried for like 5 minutes straight. And then I felt a lot better, honestly. I just needed to let it out and understand that my body is going through rapid changes right now and process it and kind of get myself back together. Yesterday was not a good day, but I did get myself ready. I put on a cute dress, and that surprisingly made me feel a lot better. So if you're not feeling like yourself, do yourself a favor, get dressed for the day, put on something cute, and it does boost your overall mood. Besides that, another change from the past couple days, basically getting off the couch is a team sport, getting out of bed is a team sport, into the car is a team sport, going grocery shopping is a team sport. Doing anything requires a little bit of assistance from my husband now. And a lot of you know this, but I was raised by a single parent until I was about 7 or 8. And now going through pregnancy myself and knowing that my mom did this on her own while working 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hour days as a waitress, I've always had so much love and respect for my mom, but doing it all while pregnant, my love for her has just been amplified. I cannot imagine doing what she did just to have me.
So all you single moms out there, know that you are someday your child is going to look at you and know that you sacrificed everything to have them and love you so, so much. Like, you are the unsung heroes of this world. So we are 2 days away from 38 weeks, which means 39 and 40 are quickly approaching. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready for baby whenever she is. My mom comes next Thursday, and it's just gonna be a little messy trying to get her from the airport if I'm in labor. So stay inside until August. Stay positive, everybody. Sending you hugs because I know I need one, and be back soon with another update.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry.
That's right. Still no baby.
I am 38 weeks pregnant, and on behalf of pregnant people everywhere, or maybe just on behalf of myself, please stop telling your pregnant friends, I wish your baby would come early because of X, or I wish your baby would come late because of Y. Stop wishing our babies will come early or late because of something going on in your life. I have had so many friends, coworkers, strangers ask me about when my due date is, and when they hear the date, they're like, oh, wouldn't it be great if the baby came on August 13th because that's my cousin's sister's birthday? No, it would not. No. I want the baby to come now because I want to meet the baby. That is lovely, but I don't want the baby to come now. I want the baby to come when the baby is supposed to come. And the more you tell me you want the baby to come now, the more anxiety that gives me. Personally, I think the only response you should have when somebody tells you their due date is, oh my gosh, congratulations, or I hope the baby comes whenever you want the baby to come. When I, as the person giving birth, wants the baby to come. Although we have no control over when this baby is going to come, but if we're gonna manifest anything, we're gonna manifest the baby coming when mom wants the baby to come. Not when anyone else wants the baby to come. Only when mom wants the baby to come. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay, not to exaggerate, but I feel like I'm already tired tomorrow.